Welcome back. So far we have discussed what is machine learning, why is it required, and what are the different categories of machine learning. Now we take a look at what are the different type of algorithms required for machine learning. Now if you notice very carefully from what we have discussed so far, there are two main type of problems that we are trying to solve through machine learning. One is to be able to predict the value in the future or in the past or in the present or in a particular circumstance. And second is we want to classify the data into some categories. Now for these two kinds of problems we require two main type of algorithms in machine learning. One is regression algorithms. Regression algorithms are required to be able to predict values in the future, past or in the present. And second is the classification algorithms, which are able to categorize data into different classes. Now for regression, we have many regression algorithms. The simplest one is the linear regression. Then we have logistic regression, polynomial regression, etc. Through regression, we may want to predict what will be the index tomorrow of the share market, or we may want to predict what would be the revenue generated through sales of a certain product in such and such a month. The classification algorithm can be broken down into two types. One is the binary classification, one is the multi-class classification. Now we can understand binary classification through an example of spam filtering. Now when we use in language to filter whether a mail is a spam or not, we are doing a binary classification. One class says the mail is not a spam and one class says the mail is a spam. So there are numerous examples of binary classification what we use in regular life. In multi-class classification, we classify into multiple classes, not just two classes but more than two classes. Say for example we are doing object detection and we want to find out whether the object is a glass or a plate or a table or a car or a person, etc. So there are multiple classes in which the algorithm has to give a decision regarding the object that we are providing to him as an input. We may also consider a third type of algorithm, which is the recommendation algorithms. So when you are purchasing items through Amazon, for example, you would notice that Amazon says please buy this as well. This may be useful for you as you are buying this particular item. So this is typically coming from recommendation system. Now this recommendation system was initially started by Netflix, where when you purchase a movie it recommends, okay, based on the feedback from other people, this is also a movie which you could possibly look at. So we can also say from machine learning algorithms types, we can consider recommendation algorithms to be one type of machine learning algorithm. Now to develop these algorithms, one may use rich libraries already provided by R language or Python or even Java, etc. Or one may consider programming using platforms like TensorFlow, Spark, etc. Also, a number of these algorithms are already present in various web services which is available. For example, in Amazon Web Services machine learning framework, there is ready-made algorithm for linear regression, logistic regression, binary classification, multi-class classification, etc. Now what requires to be done is that you gather your data and then put this data onto Amazon Web Services, and from there the Amazon Web Services does the discovery of the data and asks you whether you want to consider these as your dependent variable, these as your an independent variable, etc. And then conducts the entire process of linear regression and provides you the results. So this is all available. Similarly in IBM Watson, you have ready-made algorithms like sentiment analysis, etc. Thank you for listening. See you in the next lecture.